What's good, boy dudes and boy dudettes? And today we have got the third chapter in John Wick's trilogy, Parabellum. And it's a 2019 American neo noir action thriller film starring Keanu Reeves as the titular character in the third installment of the John Wick series. This film was directed by Chad Stahelski and written by Derek Kolstad, who are the previous guys who made the previous two films. And it also stars Halle Berry. It also stars Halle Berry, Lawrence Fishburne, Mark Dacascos, Asia Kate Dillon, Lance Reddick, Angelica Houston, Ian McShane, and obviously Keanu Reeves as John Wick. And what is this film about? Well, this film is literally set like 20 minutes after the events of the first film, and after gunning down a member of the High Table, the shadowy International Assassins Guild, the legendary John Wick finds himself stripped of the organization's protective services. Now struck with a 14 million bounty on his head, John Wick must fight his way through the streets of New York as he becomes the largest target of the world's most ruthless killers. And the first film was always intended to begin a series, and the third installment was announced on June 2017, and much of the cast and crew confirmed and returned, and with some new crew members also joining the production process of it. And the film was met with positive reviews. People praised the heck out of this film, and I watched this film in the cinema. And I'm gonna say this: the first, I would say, 25 minutes is possibly the best like action anything I have ever seen in any movie. The action is just amazing. I love how it starts off with like it kind of projects like a really old like western like movie, and then the camera kind of pans down and we see like the modern day, like we see the modern day and we see John Wick running, and like it's just, I don't know if that was the first or second film, I don't remember, but oh my gosh, that was just amazing. John Wick's running through the streets and he's all battered up, he's all injured, he's just, oh my gosh, dude, it is so sick and amazing. There's an interesting, like, fantastic, phenomenal bike sequence when he's on a motorbike and he's battling these guys on motorbikes, and he looks so sick. And it literally just continues right after the first film, and I just absolutely love the look of it, and I just like the action sequences, and it's really amazing. It's just like John Wick will look for anything and use anything to attack his enemies and kill them, and it's amazing, absolutely phenomenal. um Oh my gosh, there's this one scene in the library which I would say is the best action fight scene of all time so far. I've never seen an action sequence like that, but John Wick just goes all out with this dude in the library, and it is flipping amazing. Absolutely amazing. Um, the cast in this film, Keanu Reeves, obviously always, but I feel like in this film particularly, he's really going for it. He's really going for it. He's really serious. He's really into it, and this is definitely his best. John Wick's character is definitely his best role in any movie he's ever done. I really do like his performance and what he does and what he brings to the table. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And I can just watch this dude do whatever he needs to do. Halle Berry also stars in this film, and by gosh, she also has some pretty badass scenes. Halle Berry, like, yeah, she is pretty badass. And honestly, this woman is 52. Okay, she's 52 years old. 52, and she looks so young. Like, how she still looks good for her age. 52 and she looks like that. My gosh. Even Keanu Reeves, who's 54 years old, like, this guy is doing so much of his stunt work, and he's not as young as he used to be, and this guy is doing so many stunts and all that, and he's amazing. I absolutely love it. It is a great performance. And yeah, you also get a lot of like other people in it as well. and you get some like brief cameos, and I really did like the action. And the cinematography is obviously amazing, but this is where we come to my kind of mixed aspects of the film. And it's mixed because honestly, it's like it really depends on what type of person you are and what type of movies you like. My mixed aspects of the film is the action scenes do go on for a long time. The first 20 minutes is amazing, but it just kind of keeps going on, and he's constantly fighting. And I have to admit, I just kind of yawned. I was like, I was expecting a break from the fighting. Maybe the dude would rest up a bit, and we do get a bit of that, but it's just always fighting. It's bang, 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 and it's like, calm down, calm down. Let's have a break. Let's have a cup of tea or something. But that's mixed, to be honest with you. But when we talk about negatives, in my opinion, it is definitely kind of the plot. Um, yeah, sometime in the middle half of the film, um, John Wick has to basically, he's kind of like, I like the film, like the plot. Like I do like how when where we see him, like his kind of like this orphanage place where he was kind of brought up. I liked all that scene. That all that sequence was great. But like when he's kind of like, like he's completely like disconnected from like the orphanage place, and all that, and he has to go to the person of the high table to do something. He has to go through this desert, and he has to either find him or the person has to find him. And it's like, I don't know, that part of the film, I started to get lost. And it was from that point onwards that I kind of just zoned out. Everything up to the desert scene is absolutely amazing, but everything moving on from that, I just kind of zoned out, and the plot does get really, really, really complicated and just a bit weird, to be honest with you. I liked it, and I think maybe if I give this film a second rewatch, I would definitely understand it a lot more. But it just got a bit too much for me. It got a little too much and a little hectic. And another main negative about this film, but that's kind of mixed negative, but my main negative gripe with this film is that I wanted this film to be the end of the trilogy. I wanted this to be the closing chapter of the film, like trilogy. The first two films were great, and this film was also great as well. And when you're watching like the first 40 minutes of the film, it's kind of hinting out that this is the final film, that this is the finale. And this would have made a great finale, honestly. I wouldn't have mind. I went into the cinema expecting this to be the final film in the trilogy, in the series, But then towards the end, when something unexpected happens, you start to realize that, oh no, this is setting up for a sequel, and you're like, oh no. I mean, I'm happy to see John Wick return again, but I just wanted it to end, personally. I feel like this would have worked as a trilogy and not a film series, because if it goes on to John Wick 4, it's just going to, I feel like it's just going to, it's not going to survive as well. It's going to be really boring, and it's going to be dragged out. It's going to end up being like the Fast and the Furious films, where like the first two movies were okay, and then as we go on, it just kind of get a bit repetitive and boring. Or like the Die Hard films, or the Taken movies. Like, I'm just worrying that John Wick 4 isn't gonna have, it's gonna be really tired. It's gonna be a really tired movie, and I will watch it still, but I wish this was the end of the trilogy. I really do. And that really left a bad taste in my mouth, because that ending, they could have really closed John Wick's chapter. They could have closed the book, and it would have been nice. Then I could have gone back and rewatched the entire trilogy on Blu-ray, and I would have enjoyed it. But they just wanted to continue it more and more and more, and it's a bit disappointing that, But apart from that, this film is an action-packed, like, sugar rush of a movie. I highly recommend watching this movie in the cinema. I highly do. I highly recommend the first two movies, and for that, I'm gonna definitely give John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum I'm going to give it a B plus, and I'm definitely going to give it, you know what, I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's a pretty good film, but it's nowhere near as amazing as the first movie. But thank you for watching this review. Please like and share this video, comment down below and tell me, what's your favorite John Wick flick? Is this your favorite Keanu Reeves movie? It might be mine. But for that, thank you for watching this review. Please like and share and subscribe to my channel for more movie, TV show, anime and manga reviews. And with that said, thank you for watching. As always, A Boy Do Review signing out.